tuning into News Complex with Kabina Sri BALU. Malaysia floods its 7 states, causing thousands to evacuate, taking the total affected by heavy rain in the past 2 weeks to more than 125,000, the National Disaster Management Agency said.
The National Disaster Agency said in a statement that Kelantan, Terengganu, Pahang, Johor, Melaka, Negeri Sembilan and Sabah were still affected by floods and 8,727 people were taking shelter at the under 28 relief centres. Floods are common on the eastern coast of Malaysia during the annual monsoon season between October and March, but unusually heavy rainfall that started on December 17 displaced thousands and strained emergency services.
Assalamualaikum, my name is ZES1133 BINTI SHAHIDAN and matrik number is 4213000201. A young entrepreneur who has successfully introduced his product in several countries, Dr. SHAFIQ, better known by his tagline Target Laris, has managed to set up his own company at a young age with only start of 450 ringgit Malaysia. By just starting a small business in a shop lot, he has managed to earn a return of up to 10,000 a month.
Hello, Salam One Malaysia. News of today is about Malaysian students show interest in the field of skill TVET compared to the academic field and improve the industry well in Malaysia. More than 389,000 Malaysian students who have passed their SPM exam for the year 2019 are thinking of the direction of their future careers, including planning for future study. SPM school leave are encouraged to adopt skill and technical practice to meet current market demand. These skills have shown to bring great prospect for their future. Technical vocational education and training is becoming a stronger option for students as the field of technical skill offer more opportunities as these TVET graduates increase their employability in the market. For instance, the German-Malaysian Institute as the TVET institution since 1992 has been producing graduates who are deemed desirable by employers for their employability and technical knowledge and skill.
Next, I want to talk about education. Why students interest to study in Malaysia? This is because student interest a skills area like technical education and vocational training (TVET) as opposed to academic. Industry Revolution 4.0 increased student interest in Malaysia joining TVET. The Industrial Revolution 4.0 can be a catalyst for the government's effort to make technical education and vocational training the main choice for students to continue their studies. This is because of ability to attract interest and participation in the field of TVET as well as skill-based and technical education. There are two factors that students to study TVET in Malaysia. First, interest factor and second, payment factor. Interest factor. Interest is the desire to do something. This is said so because the vocational field offer a variety of interesting coursework with students. For example, cooking, air conditioning repair and so on. This makes them more interested in studying in Malaysia than abroad. Admission of students to upper secondary schools require enough money. This is because vocational schools offer relatively low payments to students who want to continue their studies at the upper secondary level. For example, registration fees, hostel fees and so on. This causes students to be more interested in studying in the country than abroad.
Good morning Malaysia. Today, March 1st, 2022, I'm ZAHIDAH. For the headlines, independent activist and contributor of the Bengal of Independence. The sacred date of 31 August 1957 was a sweet start when Malaysia gained independence with its official celebration at the Merdeka Stadium Kuala Lumpur. For individuals who feel the pain of gaining national independence, the date is impossible to forget. This was done personally for the first woman to become the Terentang State Assemblyman Adun Negeri Sembilan, Datuk Seri Rahman Kasim. She is not a foreign woman in the line of UMNO struggle due to her willingness to sacrifice property for the sake of the party and independence. His willingness to give his gold bracelet as a wedding gift to Tunku Abdul Rahman Putra Al-Haj to fund the father of independence trip to London. Because of the gift, the Batu Hampa Negeri Sembilan born child was whipped by his mother until he had scar and was bathed in blood, so he had to be taken to the clinic for treatment. He said as long as life is in the body, he will try to ignite the patriotic spirit so that the beloved is not found. The role and contribution of women in the development of the country should not be underestimated.
Next, Ikugasen sport or snow battle is spreading around the world from Japan. Nowadays, there are annual tournaments in Japan, Finland, Russia, Australia, Sweden and Canada. This sport activity that originated from Japan has been popular since mid-1980s. Held in February, the Sora Shinzan International Yukigasen Tournament in Hokkaido has been the largest official Yukigasen competition. The game consists of two teams comprised of 7 members competing against each other. Players will be terminated when hit with snowballs. It is said there were 90 balls. Teams with the most remaining players will be the winning. Other than that, for the time being, the highest ranked Japanese sumo wrestler Hakuho has decided to retire in September 2021, and now he carries the name Magaki as a coach and elder stock. Hakuho has achieved 5 Guinness World Records, which make it incredibly difficult for up-and-coming wrestlers to break. Hakuho became Yokozuna 3 years after he defeated Yokozuna Asasori. Once a sumo wrestler becomes a Yokozuna, one does not get ranked down. Flash from the past, Hakuho went on to win at least one of the 6 daily top tournaments every year.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Shafiq AZRIE Muhammad SABRI. My matrik is 4213000x71. We today talk about transformation of e-sport in Malaysia.
The future development electronic sport e-sport in Malaysia. E-sport integrated ESI announced the commencement of construction work on the national e-sport hub at Sport Rubik Puchong Selangor this year. This project is a continuation of the announcement of Selangor allocations in the 2020 budget, and construction is included to start from March 2021 until October 2021. Among the main direction and focus of ESI is that the hub will be used for the purpose of helping the growth of e-sport in Malaysia by providing space for tournaments and even training center for both professional and amateur players. The e-sport hub will be a network for industry stakeholders and a key hub for professional and capacity building program.